Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the Puck Drops here. This is Peter Fivefoot again. And we have an interesting stream today. We'll have another stream later for the Red Wings, the Hurricanes. But this is not a game stream. This is trade deadline frenzy. I know there's a few – hi, Trent. I know there's a few people that have already had their live stream start for the trade deadline. Hot Take Hockey, the Hockey Guy. But now I've started mine. And let's go through the trades that have – right now, and we'll probably go for about until 3 and maybe 45 minutes or an hour after 3, and at 4 we'll stop. But still going to go now. We got an hour until the trade deadline stops. And let's look at, since the trade deadline has begun. Oh, my God. What? NBA fan, what? Listen, I don't even want to talk about some of the other things that happen. If you want to talk about that stuff, no, I'm not putting you back on. You DM people and you said stuff that are bad. I'm not putting you back on. Anyway, has Siegenthaler played with the Devils? No, he didn't play yesterday. Absfan29, what's up? No, we're just going to discuss hockey here. We're not going to talk about any of that stupid stuff. Let's talk about the trades that have gone on. Obviously, we know about Dubnyk and Nemeth, but here are some of the trades that have gone at the trade deadline time. Okay, so here we go. Toronto takes Riley Nash from the Columbus Blue Jackets. They make the trade. Chicago gets Brett Connolly and Henrik Borgstrom for a salary cap move. And we'll trade Riley Stillman, a 7th rounder. They take Riley Stillman and a 7th rounder and exchange. Bring Lucas Carlson and Lucas Womark to Florida to play for the Panthers. Will you trade me Rendon for Machado? No, I like Machado. Anything the Flyers do? Nothing yet. We have heard nothing yet. He was pretty good. I never liked Siegenthaler. I didn't like him. Any Avs trades other than – we have no idea, Nathan. We don't know who it is. It's just somebody. Yeah, I'm gonna. It's not just that. You've DM'd other people, and I don't like your activity. I'm sorry. You've just been really negative. How did I get – yeah, no, you didn't. You guys are good, but let's get back to hockey. I just want to talk about hockey and sports and, good things. I don't want to get into that. I do not want to get into that. Okay. The Islanders take Palmieri and Sajak in exchange for Greer and Jobs. Also, let me open up a Hockey Talk. If you guys want to join, you can. I've got Hockey Talk up. As the deadline has just ended, of course. Hi, Tommy. I was going to ask you to join, and you're here anyway. What's up? Anyone who wants to join Hockey Talk? Ken? Trent, what's up? What's going on, Trent? Trent, you know what I did today? I woke up and I looked at my feet. I woke up and I looked at my feet.
I woke up and I started celebrating.
I'm playing Nathan now in fantasy baseball. Also, Nathan, you never mind. Doesn't matter. Tommy's okay with that. I can't because I have school, but I will after like 30 minutes. Okay. I'll probably end the stream at like 4 o'clock. And then I'll have the Red Wings game later on tonight. Any questions?
Yeah, for NFL.
For NFL. I'm talking NHL here. But okay. But I have to finish up these trades and to announce what has been happening. Palmieri and Sajak to the Devils for Greer, Jobst, a 1st rounder and a 4th rounder. The Blackhawks, Hinostroza for Brad Morrison. That's another Florida-Chicago deal. Tampa, they take David Savard and give a pick to the Red Wings, which was for compensatory money. He was not a Red Wing, he was a Blue Jacket, and give a 1st-round pick and a 3rd-round pick to Columbus. Panthers get Montour for a 3rd-round selection. Dubnyk goes to the Avs for a Pattern and a 5th-round pick. Avs get Nemeth for a 4th-round selection. Leafs last night, they got Riddick from the Flames for a third rounder. Maple Leafs, and I think what might have been the best deal all day, got Foligno, third line checking center who plays first line role in Columbus, and Stefan Nason from San Jose, former Devil, in exchange for a first round selection and a fourth round pick next year. Montreal, they get John Merrill from the Wings in exchange for a fifth round pick and Hayden Verbeek. The Devils, Siegenthaler for a third round pick from Washington. The Penguins take Jeff Carter from the Kings for draft picks in 2022 and 2023. Their third and fourth round picks. Third round this year, fourth round next year. Islanders get Coburn for a seventh rounder from Ottawa. Islanders have to pay that salary. Bruins take Mike Riley from the Senators in exchange for a third round selection. Sabres get Anders Bjork and a second round pick in this draft in exchange for Taylor Hall and Curtis Lazar. Gaudette to the Blackhawks for Highmore to the Canucks. Dmitry Kulikov for a third rounder. He goes from the Devils to the Oilers. Victor Mete is claimed from waivers to the Senators. Sami Vatanen is claimed from waivers to the Dallas Stars. Matthias Janmark goes for a third round selection to the Vegas Golden Knights. A fifth round selection and Janmark to the Golden Knights for a second and a third to Chicago. Yafalo re-signs with the Kings, and Linus Ullmark is looking to re-sign with the Sabres. He will not be traded. Calgary and Philadelphia have not made moves. Me and Trent made a trade. I gave him Morton Yastrzemski. I think he is. I'll text him to join the hockey talk. In fact, let me just call him now to the room.
What I've been hearing, that Johnny Gaudreau's name is going to be a guy that's popping up into the offseason if they can't make something work ahead of the deadline. Something off of this magnitude at this stage, but Calgary's a team to certainly look out for.
Terrific insights as always. You're going to be with
You know how to do it, right?
the day. David Pagnotta, thanks so much.
Also,
We
when
always talk about the challenge of reading between.
also something else
You have to do that when you read Sutter's quotes.
you know the stupid rule that because Annabelle's a horrible person, you know that? So,
the top 10
rating.
targets that you put together, right on.
What's the rule? Do you know the rule? Only two people can be in the station. So, Campbell wants to be, and I want to be. So we got to figure out a way to figure out who rock, paper, scissors, if it's a game. Oh my God, you're a genius. Okay, all right, that's what we're gonna do. I mean, still have, we're all gonna be as parents. Somebody's not gonna be in the station. We're gonna sit on the side but then every 15 minutes, like every commercial break, all right. No, to join, yes, but to join. Can you give me All right, Tommy said he will come on in about 15 minutes. Don't forget to like and sub. Yes, don't forget to like and sub. Why on Mod NBA fan? Because he's just been off the wall and has been very, very vicious and bad to the Discord and everything. Trent, I did the right thing by unmodding NBA fan, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I just wanted to let you know that if it is, it's not him, but Nathan can't stand him either. It's just like I don't know, and disrupting Arizona Coyotes. Like it's just, I think we're good here. I said to myself yesterday, you know what I want to do? I want to just straight up create and talk about hockey. I think that's great. Okay, thank you, Abstin. I mean, he probably thinks I'm the worst person in the world, but I did the right thing, right? What do you mean, no? Trent, what do you mean, no?
No.
Are you just saying no, or wait, what's happening?
No.
Trent, stop saying no. What do you mean no?
No.
What? Why no?
No.
Shut up. Oh, you're just gonna say no to. Did you see what Nathan said? No, he said. No, just check it. It's fine.
Give me some NFL.
Who won the trade, me or Trent? Wait, what was the trade again? I'm sorry, I missed what you said. The trade was Morton, Yastrzemski, and Stanton for Snell. I think you won the trade, Nathan. Nathan wants me to trade him Machado. Not happening. I like Machado. Of course. Well, no. My friend Campbell's in a league. The one friend I was telling you about that works with the radio station, my friend Jack, he's a huge Mets fan. His team is literally just the Mets. His fantasy team. Literally just the Mets. That's how stupid is that? How stupid is that? You know Machado is better than Alonso? You know, you're probably right. You're probably right. Right now he is at least. I thought he's not in the league. Wait, in the league for fantasy baseball?
No.
A friend request? Just don't accept it because he's kind of does the same stuff that Mod does. Don't accept it. What? What game are you playing?
PGA 2K.
All right, let me get back to the things because I didn't finish them yet. Oh, actually, I did finish them. We said all the trades. So far, there have been no trades. So we can talk more about some trades. What do you guys think about? Don't say that. I know. Nathan, delete that comment just because it says that. Oh. Nathan, just delete that comment. I know what you mean, but just that word is like very put offish. And no, not just to Charles, to everybody. So you could re-say that comment, but just you could just re-say that comment, just like he's an asshole or he's an idiot or something.
Wait, what you said?
Oh, he said never mind.
What did you say? I think you said something.
Yes, it's an asshole. It's fine.
Who?
Poopy word.
Give me some NFL.
No, I actually had a question. I actually had a legitimate question. What do you guys think about the Jeff Carter trade to Pittsburgh? You know who Jeff Carter is? He was a former Flyer. He played for the Kings. And LOL, I'm an NBA fan. Like, you said you were.
Who said it?
Nathan.
I'm telling you.
I don't care. Whoa!
What?
No, I'm not. He's just joking, he said.
Just say it.
No, he's not. What was the full trade? What was the full trade, Avs fan? It was a 4th and a 5th for Carter. No, a 3rd and a 4th for Carter. Excuse me, a 3rd and a 4th for Carter. You should get a line next haircut? Maybe. What?
Like predictions.
For NFL? Why don't we save those for the NFL draft? That's later this month, and I will stream it. We'll have 2 days to do. Yeah, we'll just save it for the NFL draft. I think Pittsburgh wins. It is a good deal for them because, he may only play for like 2 months with the Penguins, but maybe he'll resign. And also, it's not bad giving up. Oh my God! Wait, no, just shut up. Oh my God, Nathan, I am so sorry. His cousin passed away from COVID last week. I'm really sorry. I hope you will be okay. I know you won't be okay, but prayers. We're all thinking of you in this channel. I'm really, really sorry. Yep, that's super sad. Yeah, of course. Oh, Colorado just made a trade. Colorado got Carl Soderberg from Chicago for Josh Dickinson and Ryder Rolston. So another former Av coming home. You're not letting me on Discord? I'm not letting you on Discord, NBA fan, because you just not. It's not working out. All right, good.
Wait.
Haha. But you know who's not good? Charles. Charles is fine. Charles is fine. He just gets offended by things that you guys don't.
You really want to know what you know?
What? That's my best team's not bad.
No, it's pretty bad. I beat you by like almost. You know what's bad? Brady, that's it.
Wait. I don't know if you heard me, Avs fan, but it's so New Deal comes in. No, I didn't. I did not. I wouldn't want anyone to die. Are you kidding me? That's a horrible thing to wish. Carl Soderberg, again, I will put the deal out on Discord. It just happened. Carl Soderberg to Colorado for Josh Dickinson and Ryder Rolston. So another guy on the 2018 but 2018 team comes back to Denver. And McDonald actually has his old number, so we'll see what happens. Hunter Biden, stop. What do you think about that, Avs fan? Again, Carl Soderberg to Chicago for Josh Dickinson and Ryder Rolston. Well, yeah, that one's okay. That one's fair. That one's fair because he murdered Americans and was a terrorist and all that. Yeah. Oh, stop. That's a bad Trump voice. Soderberg to Chicago for 2 prospects. I just forgot who they were. He's very easy to impersonate. It's close. We didn't forget about ISIS. ISIS wasn't really. I don't want to talk about terrorists on this thing, but they weren't really a huge organization at the time. He did do that, though. He did do that, which is a good. Okay, you know what? It usually doesn't happen, but I'll say this. I'll say something for you. That's something positive Trump did. Okay? That's something good he did. In my opinion, he didn't do a lot of good, but that was something good that he did for clearing, whatever. But let's not stop talking about terrorists. Let's talk about hockey again. But again, Soderberg to Chicago for 2 prospects. And you think it's close. I think that's a good pickup for Colorado. Hello, Mario. Mario, I believe you've been on this. Oh, Fork. You've been on this stream a couple of times. It's good to see you here. And what are you singing? Whoa! Taylor Hall of Boston. All right, Mario, you're only timed out because it's a joke by my mods. I don't know why. Yeah. No, I actually didn't mention it to you. But you seem like you're in a good mood today. Are you done with class today? I have class later, which is going to be why the Red Wings game for me is going to be streamed at 8, not 7. It's my least favorite class of the week. It's the computer concepts class. What? Oh. What? You should play some Minecraft today. You drink water like a... Oh, come on. Stop saying that. I don't drink water correctly, though. It's true.
Peter's squeezing the water bottle like he's trying to get all the tongue out of it.
Ask Trent how was his time in the penalty box yesterday.
So great. Peter's sperm.
Right now, try for 30 nights, risk-free, and get free shipping at bowlingbranch.com.
Peter's coming.
If you haven't already,
Ryder Rolston and Josh Dickinson are the prospects that go to. Have you, anybody living in Buffalo leaves the trade? Have you heard of them? Avs fan 29, Ryder Rolston and Josh Dickinson. Like maybe they were good with the Eagles, not Philadelphia, Colorado. Although I know you're an Eagles fan.
Eagles suck.
You're an Eagles fan.
Eagles suck.
Hi, Peter. Do you remember me from Hot Take Hockey Raid? I think so. Now, beware because they might time you out, and they're not timing you out to be mean. It's just a stupid joke my mods have. But thank you for joining. I know Hot Take Hockey is right now doing a live stream, but I as well am doing a live stream. Yep, you got timed out. They don't hate you. It's just a stupid joke my mods have. Oh, hi, Alexis. What's going on? Nathan, what is wrong today? Oh, Scotty Lawton just re-signed with the Flyers for 5 years. This is classic Chuck Fletcher. I think you guys are going down the hill. That's a weird for 5 years. That's here come the albatross contracts. I do. No, you don't. I think you're a good guy, but you're just going crazy. You're here till what time? Probably 4 o'clock. But then I'm going to be streaming later today, Red Wings and Hurricanes. What?
It's not long when you watch the Flyers. It's been an up and down season. We know that. But I like this move by Chuck Fletcher for this reason. He plays a bit like the Flyers like to play when they're at their best. And what do I mean by that? He can be physical, can be abrasive, gets in on the forecheck, and he also has some skill and touch. And at some point, you want to continue building your pieces out. If you're Chuck Fletcher and the Flyers, and also
who's the fuck?
Knowing that when he goes to the boards, for the most
part,
you're going to get some consistency in terms of how he wants
Look
to play
at Jack.
by pressuring the opposing
Oh
defense
no.
with that forecheck.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm watching it the whole time. I'm seeing it. Nathan's just going off today.
No, not that.
What am I looking at?
The Carter Hart situation. As you look at the Flyers and
What am I looking
Second one
for?
from the bottom.
What?
Second one from the bottom.
Alexis, go that. Peter's that.
Yeah, Peter's
I don't care about that one.
Peter's coming. Or did he just like teach you?
You guys are in studio, and Steven Nelson out there in studio as well, in Studio K, and I said, the Flyers need to push now. They need to push. They need to step on it. Go for the jumper on the Sabres.
What's wrong with you guys today? Can't you be like a normal? Are you? What? Oh, not that again. All right, I'm going to hide you, but I'm not unmodding you, okay? I'm not unmodding you. I'm going to remod you immediately. I don't want that, so.
Of that 4 spot is just to continue to be unified. And I think that was my biggest thing when I was talking, and I mentioned that about Alan Vigneault. Again, I played for Chuck Fletcher earlier in my career. I think the biggest thing for the Flyers now is we know that when they're at their A game, they have a really good team.
I just modded you back, Nathan. I just modded you back. Because it wouldn't let me delete the comment. So I had to hide you so that I could delete it and then mod you again. Unmod Trent? Oh, should I unmod Trent? Oh. If you unmod Trent, I'll stop. Trent, I'm sorry. You're going to have to go to the box. I'll mod you like later in the stream, but I'm going to unmod you right now. Are you okay with that, Trent?
Yeah.
All right. All right, he's unmodded. I unmodded him. Throw him. Who wants to throw him? You're going to get thrown. You realize that?
Yeah.
All right, you ready to?
Over the last half of this
Don't unmod him ever or again. You mean don't mod him ever, or I'll start again.
The old adage is defense wins championships. Their defense has let them down.
Stop!
We think about the Flyers and the Boston Bruins in that fourth playoff spot is-
Who scored? Wait, who scored? Why are you saying score? Oh, because you threw him out. All right, guys, we have got 33 minutes until the deadline steps. Now, sometimes there are trades that flicker out at the end of the deadline, but we have seen not much by teams that are right outside of the playoffs. We've seen a few signings by some of them, but nothing yet. Still waiting for teams to make moves.
Philadelphia, quite frankly, isn't really in a position to go for it. I think it would not be prudent.
Why does my wrist hurt? And don't say what comes to your mind, Trent.
By Chuck Fletcher and his staff.
At the end of the trade, maybe Montreal. But sometimes you will see like teams put in a trade get announced 15 minutes after the deadline, but it's not because it's late. It's not because it's late or whatever, or it's not illegal. It just comes out late for some reason.
But sometimes you have to be patient in this game. There's no way around it, Tony. You can only push yourself further back by trying to force it.
That makes sense, but what about the Central? We see is a different story.
Peter, can you mod me so I don't time out again? Yeah, sure.
Central, I mean, this National Predator team. Why?
Nathan is a savage. They're gonna just keep muting you. You realize that, right?
Mod me.
Trent is a Flyers fan, and he likes the Eagles. I will mod you if you tell me that you're an Eagles and a Phillies fan.
I'm an Eagles and a Phillies fan.
I don't believe it. I don't believe you. Oh my God. You're getting timed out. Like, I think you've been timed out for at least until the trade deadline officially is over. Meaning, like, I think you've been timed out to like 3.
Can you mod me back?
No, only mod him if he tells you he's NBA fan. What? Oh yeah, he thinks that you're NBA fan. Yeah. Chicago right now. Whoa, Chicago is like they are not incredibly close. They're still 5 points out of playoff spots. So they're there. And Dallas right now has made a move up.
Can you mod me?
No, Detroit's 13 points out of a playoff spot. Why should I mod you?
Tampa and Carolina to be elite in this division. I would also
Not a
probably
Flyers fan. I think that's why.
behind us.
I don't believe you. Unmod him when he paints his room green. You do. You're an Eagles fan, remember? See, now I know you're not an actual Eagles fan. What do I think of Gaudette? Okay, so for you guys, Gaudette is he's fast. He's a good board. Stop. He's a good board player. He's not bad at shooting the puck.
We'll see how it ends up.
Now, your guy that we got for Gaudette, no, we got a pick, and who did we get for? Oh, no, we got Highmore. Yeah, Gaudette's not going to the Habs. Why do I think he's going to the Habs? He's going to the Hawks. Yeah. Mod him when his room is green. Yep.
I unsubscribed from this like.
Why?
Oh, I'm doing it if you mod me back.
I'll mod you later.
Do it now.
Oh, okay.
To discuss about that key net monitor position. We do it next.
I'm gonna say
And he buys an Eagles jersey and wears it everywhere he goes. You buy a Carson Wentz. Oh, my God. Stop typing him out. He'll never be able to type again. Unless I mod him, of course. Even then, he'd have to wait like a long time. Can we see a Virtanen trade? Probably not. Virtanen still has COVID, too. And you'd have to wait like a lengthy amount of time to get him, especially if you're an American team.
Our experts get to know you, so they can send clothes that fit your shape.
Oh, stop asking. Maybe I'll mod you later.
Get started.
I don't want him back. Why? He's not. Trent's not a bad guy. Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa! That. It's not my fault that Trent's bad at school. He's annoying was why. You are annoying. I know. Trent, what's a part of the body that's under your leg?
Really been a tremendous struggle.
Like most people, we don't just sweat under the
Foot.
arms. So we created
Foot.
a line of sweat management products for all over the body.
I haven't had sweaty hands in 2 years since I started using Carpet.
Honestly, just completely changed my life.
Avoid expensive
Hello.
and prescriptions. Get the solution for your sweat.
Nathan's here! Nathan, what are we going to do with Trent? Because he's been timed out till the rest of eternity. Trent's going to come back when Armageddon starts.
No, if you mod him again, I'm done.
Done with what?
The channel.
The channel? I knew you were going to say that. Wait, no. Seriously, I'm doing the Red Wings game today. Did you know that's actually going to be Jordan Stahl's 1,000th game?
I don't give a crap.
I think it might be Mark's too.
No way.
He's close, at least. I heard it. Yeah, I think so.
I mean, Mark Stahl's like older than.
Nathan, I'm looking for a certain word.
No!
You're gonna have.
I don't want to hear the word. In school, on his last test, he wrote the first letter of his favorite body part. All right, stop with that. Stop. Time to stop. It's time to stop. It's time to stop. Peter, why do they time you out? Because it's a running joke where the mods time you out.
Then you can. It's hard art.
No, I'm not doing it. Oh, God, stop. Shouldn't laugh.
You're such a racist. You're laughing at him.
Yeah, I know, which is why I'm a bad person.
You racist.
That's about Trent, of course. Hey, Trent, you're getting timed out some more.
I don't care. You're racist, by the way. You were laughing at someone saying the N-word.
I am a bad person.
Yeah, I know that. We all know that.
Nathan, Trent, stop! Trent, you're so immature.
Yeah, that's facts.
Peter, can you send me a Discord invite? Oh, God, I don't know if you want to. I don't know if you want to go to Discord. It's really, really weird.
With Charles.
With you and with NBA fan, who has been banned from coming. I don't know. Trent still thinks it's you.
It's not me.
I know it's not you, but he still thinks so.
On Trump life, it's not me.
Wait, how do I even invite someone? I'm not paying attention. Hold on.
On Trump's life, it's not me.
Oh, I know.
You don't have a life.
All right, I'm sending it.
You're literally bro, imagine being an Eagles fan. Literally imagine. Yeah, you are. What's your favorite football team? My favorite football team? I don't have a favorite football team.
Don't you like the Lions?
They're my favorite, but I don't like them much.
Because the Lions are bad. So are the Bears.
I mean, I watch them, like I cheer for them, but they suck. So like I don't.
How about when the quarterback went out at the end of the week?
Can Vancouver make the playoffs? They absolutely can. Nathan, Avs fan says that. Nathan, that you're right. That Trent doesn't have a life.
Yeah, I know.
Soderbergh to the Avs. I just think that's so nostalgic.
You know who else doesn't have a life? Peter. George Floyd.
Whoa! Oh, that is not allowed. That is not allowed. That is not good in good taste. That is not in good taste. That's like if I made that comment and Trump was deceased. That was not okay.
That was a good one. Don't lie.
I'm showing on my fork again. We are 24 minutes away from the deadline ending, and we still have no more trades. All right, no, I want to talk about hockey. Okay. Stop. I'm on speaker. Hold on. What is it?
Steve Eisman driving a hard bargain out there, and you got to do that. That's what you're supposed to try to do as a GM. However, you have to balance out between what is the right price and not getting the deal at all. Red Wings.
All right, can we talk about hockey now and stop talking about criminals and?
This whole lottery thing hasn't really worked out at the top of the draft because the lottery.
I don't know. No, he actually. No, but he did actually jump on there. I don't. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Not criminals. People, stop! I want to talk about hockey. I don't want to talk about people and terrorists and the other political stuff. Yay! No, he did. Remember he talked about Bin Laden before? He brought up Bin Laden. Those terrorists. Okay, then remember. All right, can we stop? Hockey talk. Hey, hockey talk. Hi, my name is Kid Rock, and I'm really weird, but I make good songs.
And I think that this in a little bit earlier is the Detroit Red Wings might also have an
Trent has two options. A, be a Penguins and Eagles fan. Can we talk about the trade deadline? I want to. All right, what goalies do you – I like that song. But what goalies do you think – stop talking about politics or I'm getting off of hockey talk. We're going to talk about hockey. What goalies do you think are going to get traded? Stop with that. Stop. Seriously. It is very weird, Romp. I do not know why it is. It's like extremely weird. I told you I didn't want to send the Discord link. It's super weird. There's a hot take hockey. Well, hold on. There's a hot take. There's literally a hot take hockey person that just said that.
Yeah, guys, touching on that with respect to Jonathan Bernier, there seems to be some waiting mode, right? Where they're
this kid is literally, this is like his second stream on my stream. Because, he came on the raid, and he knows that.
There's still a couple of options from a trade perspective with respect to Bernier. Now,
but Trent literally said to me before. I'll be right back, guys. Trent said to me literally before, like, you're mature. It's like, I know.
Like they're still trying to work the phones and work out a deal involving Jonathan.
Enough of that. We're done with that.
Anything on him?
We're done with that.
Yeah, here's another one. It looks like.
Okay. Let's talk for real now about sports, hockey specifically.
Have some interest in Glendening and have expressed it prior to the deadline. It looks like they circled back sometime today. So we could see a possibility here where Luke Glendening ends up getting moved. He's got a low cap hit, $1.8 million, a good option for some teams looking to shore up their fourth line and get the best face-off guy in the National Hockey League. Looks like they're trying to work on that and finalize this before the deadline. One guy I don't expect to move out of Detroit by the sounds of things, defenseman Mark Stahl. It looks like, or from what I'm
they're saying Stahl's probably going to stay in Detroit, but which team going to make moves? I don't know. Who do you think are going to make moves? They're saying Glendening could leave in Detroit. He could get traded, but it looks like Stahl will probably stay.
They've got Thomas Greiss signed for next year. When you don't have the deal you want and you're in
anything new? Nothing new so far. We're still waiting for some moves.
But that's the first thing that most of the GMs will think of. We're not getting where we want. We want just a little bit more. You got to have something to delay it a few minutes, so you say, "Oh, we might resign." Maybe we'll see. We'll see if that's true. I only say that because when I look at Greiss resign for another year, I think it's not up for a goaltender next year. And with all the guys that are on the market, he's already touched on, there's enough players we can come up with a backup next year. Yeah, I guarantee you, if you were working at a team and I said, find us a backup goaltender.
Lightning just made a move. It's not a big move, but it is a low move. Frederick Claesson. I just missed where, but I want to say Columbus. I'm not sure, but Tampa Bay gets young defenseman Frederick Claesson, and they give up one of their goaltenders. Join Hockey Talk? I was on Hockey Talk, then you just left.
Is worthy of all the attention he's getting.
Number one, he's a consummate professional. By that, he's in great shape. Right?
Bernier's on the block, but we've heard nothing there.
Which allows it to compete.
Nathan, can you promise me that we just talk about hockey and not do anything stupid? William's not even here. Can you promise me that we just talk about hockey and not anything weird?
He practices hard, has
What?
Again, it's known during his time to the Toronto Maple Leafs.
What'd you say?
I can't breathe.
Stop.
He just has a very infectious personality.
Jess, I'm being serious. Just talking. Okay.
I'm going to the Padres game on Saturday.
I did hear that. That's you guys are good this year, right? You guys have a good record so far.
We're 7-3.
So basically, what you thought, and didn't you lose? But you actually ended up losing. Like one of the games was to a team that like
We lost
was winnable.
all our games so far. Teams that shouldn't have lost. We lost
Right.
to the Diamondbacks and we lost to the Giants.
Another little wrinkle here.
I saw Mantha is gonna leave. I would be incredibly annoyed if Mantha leaves.
I'm
Imagine.
incredibly excited. Get rid of the loser.
Okay, but if you get rid of Mantha, who's gonna fill that scoring spot in the top line?
I don't know if Jonathan Bernier, and they got a,
Yet? Sedina? Yeah, I don't think he's ready yet.
He's on the team.
I know he's a much better defensive player than Mantha, but the only problem with Mantha is here we go. So listen. Sedina's a better two-way player than Mantha, and he's a better defensive player than Mantha, and better overall. But offensively, he's got an incredible shot. You got to admit, Mantha's got a great shot.
No, he doesn't. He's so small.
His shot, he's scored a bunch of goals this year. Now, look,
You said it yourself. You said it yourself. You were talking about.
I know what I said. He's not a good defensive player, but I don't know if I'd want to trade him yet. I think you still try to make him work until you absolutely cannot make him work.
I would freaking trade him now.
You also have to get I would want a first-round pick, a player, and like 2 top prospects for him.
No, I'll take a top prospect and a nobody player. I'll take that.
Like that top prospect better be good.
Just cut it off right away. We got 3 goals.
Well, we never know.
If you ask me the day after that, we got 3 goalies. If you
Just
ask me
like
after
George
3
Floyd.
Whoa! Why do you keep bringing that up? The man is dead. Leave him be. Leave him be. Peter, I have to leave soon. What do I need to do to get unbanned on my main? I'm sorry, Peter. Peter, I want to go on Hockey Talk tonight. What do you mean unbanned on your main? Wait, hold on. You're not banned. You're not banned. What do you mean? You're not banned. Romp. Let's get from hot take.
Oh, he's gay.
Can you stop doing that? You need better insults. Get better insults. And you're weird.
Why is anyone listening to me? He's a nice
It's NBA fan on mod. All right, fine. Oh, it is NBA fan. Oh, come on. All right, I removed the mod. You're actually NBA fan.
Go to bank. The ultimate.
Romp is actually NBA fan. Trying to get on. Fine. What is wrong with him? Stop saying that. You have to understand that insult, even though you're just insulting him because he's annoying, sounds like you're insulting like Paul. Stop. Where are my headphones? I need to get some. All right, I am legit. Once the stream is over, I'm getting headphones. I'm not kidding. I'm not procrastinating. Yeah. Instant mute. All right, what'd you miss? Here's what you missed. This kid Romp. No, stop saying. This kid Romp from. This kid Romp. He said he was from Hot Take Hockey, and then he said, "The Discord's weird, whatever. Can I get on?" He said something, and then he was like, "Can I go on the Discord?" And I was like, "Sure, here's the Discord, but it's weird." And then he was like, unban me. And we realized it wasn't really a Hot Take Hockey. So we had to unlock and mute him.
Tens pain relief pen for just $19.99. And when you order today, you'll get our flathead and our single point head. Both absolutely free.
He's not.
Order now when you can double the offer. Plus, get our
He's not new from HDH. He was there like an hour before.
1-800-241-9342. That's 1-800-241-9342.
Oh, who are you talking about, Trent?
So call 1-800-241-9342.
Oh, so Trent. Who, him and Keegan? What about Brandon? Brandon's annoying. Get that Brandon's annoying. I don't want to work out. Seriously?
When we started our company, we simply wanted better sheets. But along the way, we realized
Oh my God, just shut up.
So much more.
All right, we're back here for more hockey and less stupidity between 13-year-olds. Sam Bennett to Florida. Wait, did that actually happen? Who is it? Stop. Leave that man alone. So why? That's why you leave. Sam Bennett hasn't gone anywhere. And Gustafsson to the Canadians. Eric Gustafsson hasn't fit well with the Flyers. I thought he would have. Oh, God. All right.
Welcome back to NHL Tonight 2021 Trade Deadline Day presented by Upper Deck.
I get the Wishing Well song stuck in my head. God damn it, guys.
A trade is in the works to send Sam Bennett to Florida. You see the immediate reaction.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're right with Sam Bennett. You were right, actually. Gustafsson and Sam Bennett are in the works. I don't think they've been official yet, but they're in the works. Eric Gustafsson to the Canadians. So they're trying to shore up their defense with some more offensive defensemen, and Bennett to Florida. That'd be good. That'd be big for the Panthers. Again, those trades are not official. But we are hearing they are in the works. Bennett to Florida, Gustafsson to Montreal.
We spend a lot of time down there, having a place down there, and there's a lot of buzz down in South Florida for this team, as there should be. They don't want to sit around and watch everybody else. You don't want to watch Tampa doing amazing things. Both, by the way, with the Cup champ Lightning and Super Bowl champ Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But we can get to more of that.
So Bennett, yes, it's true. It's official. Bennett goes to, here we go, Bennett to Florida.
Perfect piece in Boston. Why? He plays with edge. He's skilled. He has a little burr up his saddle from time to time. He can fight. He plays bigger than his size. But for the Florida Panthers specifically, he has a dimension that they don't necessarily have. I think he's going to be a very nice complementary piece to what Joel Quenneville and the Panthers are doing down there in South Florida. I think he's going to be really good for them in the playoffs.
Yeah, I think it's a really nice move for a guy that was picked in the top 5 previously. The fact of the matter is it will allow Florida maybe to move the Curry out of that third line center hole over to the wing. Because I do think you can play a third line role for that.
That's awesome. Cowboys memes.
Top 9 forwards for the Florida Panthers.
Trent, check memes.
Absolutely.
Trent, check memes.
Wonderful top 6 player.
Do you see it?
Cost on him.
Trent, did you check memes? Can they have more moves after 3 o'clock? Technically, okay, here it is. Emil Heineman and a second go to Calgary. That's the deal. Stop if you say his name seriously. Oh. Emil.
That's certainly a worthwhile draft pick. Calgary must have seen something they like there in him.
Emil Heineman and a second. Oh, Brandon's typing. Oh, God.
Absolutely.
and a second to Calgary. Oh, he said I'm very funny. Brandon says I'm funny. Oh my God! I knew you were going to say that too. It's just horrible.
NHL Calder Cup with Tom Harley. He plays with sandpaper, gets it on the forecheck. He just had their game against Dallas. He was in on everything.
More than you.
Yes. And you notice him every time he goes over the board. So exactly.
Top six yet.
Top six? No. I think he's better.
I think I'm 175.
In the bottom six, but hey, when you have a bottom six, that could.
I was gonna say there's no way you're 170.
Noah Chari.
NBA fan wants my trust back. What do we think we're doing here? You know, here he says, I want to get your trust back. Don't mute my alt. Mod me back. Put me on Discord. Peter, you know you can trust me. Who, NBA fan? Yeah. You're not the leader of the channel. I'm the leader of the channel. I'm the creator. You created the puck drops here. You missed like a year and a half of the network. Oh, yeah. Oh, that is you. Okay. What does Trent think? What does Trent think? Trent thinks it's you. All right. Okay. Hockey thing. Eric Gustafsson is officially acquired by the Canadiens. It is official now. Eric Gustafsson will go to the Habs. Was drafted by the Flyers, then went to Chicago, came back in a reunion for Philly, and we don't know what they're getting, but Gustafsson is going to be a Philadelphia Flyer. Flyers got a 7th round pick. Okay, so that's what's being had. All right. We are 7 minutes away from the end of the trade deadline. Again, we are not going to be done here. I'm probably going to stay here until like 3:30 or 4 because there's still a lot. There's still going to be trades that will be announced afterwards. But right now, the latest one has been Gustafsson. Well, Alexis, we can find out trades after 3, but there aren't allowed to be trades sent after 3. We may be hearing them after 3, but a general manager cannot ask for a trade after 3. He may call it in after 3, but there's like, hey, we called in and it was already official, but you just didn't officialize it.
The most confident too. At the draft a couple years ago, he wore red pants. I'm serious. He wore red pants. Mark Bergevin, what a man. We're going to take a break. When we return, there are just 6 minutes left until the trade deadline. Will there be any last-minute moves? We'll let you know.
All right, let's see if any more deals get done. We still wait. As the top teams and some of the bad teams have made moves, but no fringe. Well, Philly, technically, but they haven't made a move for a player. They really just went and traded Gustafsson to make a pick, although the Canadiens have made a lot of moves defensively. Maybe a Virtanen trade. We'll see. If Virtanen goes, I want a player like Corrali or DeBrusk. I would love a Virtanen for Corrali. I would do right now. I would do that trade right now.
Trade with fans from around the world. Play Pack Wars. For complete sets, get exclusive issues. Sign up today to get your daily free pack. Only on UpperDeckEpack.com.
Again, the deal is Frederick Claesson for the Sharks for Magnus Strong.
Get free shipping and a free pair of boxers and free travel bag. We order yours at Manscaped.com. Are you ready? Personal Capital wants to know. Do you have a plan for your finances?
I have a plan for retirement.
For college savings?
For investing, I can see all of my accounts and my investments, all my investments and more in one place.
I feel good about my finances. Fine. Download the free Personal Capital app today. You can feel good about your finances.
I was going to stream the Minnesota-St. Louis game today, but there's a possibility that that game may be postponed.
The latest styles of women's sports apparel at Fanatics.com.
Stop. No, that's not exactly why, but it does have to do with criminal things I'm doing myself. What is wrong with you 12-year-olds. Report Trent on TikTok and in description write foot fetish. That's what Abspan said. Abspan29 just said report Trent on TikTok and in description write foot fetish. You have to admit that's good. What? Wait, no, that was funny. He's dissing Trent. We're 3 minutes away from the deadline to end.
Honda, the official vehicle of the 2021 NHL Gaming World Championship.
Oh my God. Shut up with that. I'm just saying. What? I'm not laughing because of that. I'm singing a song that I heard on the TV. Oh, shut up. The type of food that makes you want a boogie. Wait, did you see Trent posted something on TikTok and it was like that theme song except like awkward? Oh my God, stop saying that. You're going to get this channel banned. It's not good. This is my livelihood. Who is Trent up against next? Trent, who are you playing next in? Stop. Trent, who are you playing next in fantasy? Trent, who are you playing next in fantasy? Avs fan wants to know. Oh, he's playing GDD games. Columbus boy. And I am playing Nathan Dallo. Oh my God. You're the highest scorer in fantasy. Yeah, I'm playing Nathan and GDD is playing Avs fan is rooting for GDD. 1 minute to go. The Red Wings lead it by a score 2-1. Cole a chance. Nope, that's 2002. Dominic Hasek, empty net. The Detroit Red Wings. Shanahan season. Shanahan to end it. You know that one, Nathan? Yep, that was good. That's such a good call. I like when Stevie just like mobs him at center. Speaking of a minute to go, we have reached the trade deadline. 3 o'clock Eastern time. We have officially, well, actually technically 5 seconds away on NHL Network as they wait. And now we have officially hit the mark. We are at the NHL trade deadline. And there are probably maybe 1 or 2 more deals done, but we'll have to see what they are in the coming minutes. The deadline is finally upon us. Are you going to actually talk about hockey?
You don't always get what you want, but you always get what you, of course, I always get what you.
Fine. Because unlike Trent, you actually will be serious sometimes. Good thing it wasn't on full volume. All right.
I thought the Anaheim Ducks would have been in a perpetual rebuild. That's true. With an outstanding goalie and some really good pieces, I thought they would have been a lot more involved. Yeah, maybe there's some of these deals trickling in. I haven't seen them on my phone quite yet, but Anaheim's been conspicuously absent.
There was a deal done for Taylor Hall. You saluted the Boston Bruins. You said economical, which is a lost, classy way of.
So we're still waiting here for some more deals. We're talking about Anaheim possibly making a trade. Musgrove is better than DeGrom at this stage in the season. Statistically, I think you're correct. But I don't think he's the better pitcher.
Trading a player like that, one of them would be identifying how the teams you can trade him to. When I hear Taylor Hall saying, I picked Boston, that concerns me. You don't want the player to pick. You want to work with the player. So you might give him 3, 4, or 5 different options, not knowing what the final decision is going to be. And the reason, of course, is you can't get any value back if you don't leave that open for you. You have to have somebody to play off. Now, you quickly may say, but Taylor would only agree to go to Boston. Then you very quickly need to say, then you'll have to figure out your new deal in the summer when your contract expires. I would never attempt to trade a player to just one. That happened to me once. Once that happened to me. We quickly.
So, Avs fan just said, Nathan, you have a life unlike Trent. Stop insulting people. Stop insulting people. I heard that you know why I think you insult people? Because you're a bad baseball player. You're a bad baseball player. You're a bad catcher.
Calgary, only a couple years ago, they were top of the Pacific Division, top of the West.
My Habs are finished. Renaud Lavoie Said. I don't know that. I think that's just French, and I don't know French. Oh my God, guys, shut up.
They certainly didn't have that tenacity and the edge that they need.
We're still waiting for trades to filter in. We're not seeing any just yet, but there should be some coming in the minutes. Remember, we'll probably stay till either 3:30 or 4 o'clock. Whenever at 3:30, if they're like, "Hey, there are no more trades coming in. There's going to be 100% no more trades filtering in," then we'll stop at 3:30. But we might go till 4, if they don't make that announcement. Again, the Lightning made a small trade. Frederick Claesson for Magnus Shrona.
6 points in 10 games. From there, by the way. He's supposed to look like it's a transition, but he just skipped the transition part, made it to the NHL, and has been a star ever since Calder, and on we go. Talking about teams that may have not accomplished what you expected. Any needs, glaring needs that were not addressed that come to mind?
I would like to see Edmonton do a little bit more.
Yeah.
Personally, I know where they're at in the cap, and you inherit a lot of these things, which Ken Holland did when he took over.
But the Oilers did make a trade to the Oilers. The Oilers did get Dmitry Kulikov, but looking for more moves by Edmonton and nothing yet. Anaheim make a deal with who, though? Well, they can't make a deal anymore. If they've made it, we're just going to have to wait for it to officially come in. But they can't make a deal anymore. We'll have to see who it would have been if they did make a trade. Because we kept hearing Raquel. They wanted Raquel and Manson. They would have given them up for either a first-round selection or 2 top prospects.
Doug Wilson, to his credit, he didn't have a lot to move out today. He wasn't able to move.
I would have given a first-round pick for him, personally. What, guys? What?
Absorb some cap space, pay some cash, acquire draft picks. I thought that was really intuitive on his part.
I'm here to represent the fans, and the fans want to see Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl reach the playoffs and show their greatness to the biggest audiences, biggest stage, brightest lights. They've only been there once. We've seen they've won 1 round.
Is he friends with Brandon?
As a league to not be able to showcase them in the postseason.
Look, I spoke to the great Wayne Gretzky about their team, and Wayne Gretzky was raving about this.
Oh, that's the cousin you were. Oh my God. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I forgot. I my brain shut off. I'm sorry.
Unfortunately, Mike Smith has been as great as he has been.
You know what's funny? We'll insult Trent and he'll actually laugh along.
All that to say, Darnell Nurse for me on the back.
Well, he actually feels insulted by what you said. You know what? I don't know.
Offensively, very comfortable.
What?
We all know what Leon, of course,
Right.
and Connor bring. But I think as you go forward with that group, you look back and you say, okay, well, we've got an ace defenseman. We have 2 ace forwards. We're going to need an ace goalie.
And maybe with Vancouver, I don't know. We'll see if Anaheim makes any moves here. We'll see if anybody makes any moves. Right now, we're not seeing much.
I'm assuming that price would have been high today on deadline day specifically to acquire one of those goalies, but you're going to have to get a goalie that matches.
You're continuing with that, guys?
Oh, that's Lesky, the best goalie in the world. Cool. All right, we got you. Victor Hedman, we got you, and now we can go up front with Snammer, Coin, Kucherov, the whole whatever. But I think that's what Edmonton's missing, and not at the expense of Mike Smith, who's been great, but just a goalie that can go with their group that is in line age-wise and skill-wise with those guys.
Yeah, ideally that's the way it needs to do it now.
So here's
What they said on Sportsnet now, they haven't announced any new trades yet. We're still waiting to see if any came in. Again, the same trades that were there. I still haven't written down the Clayson trade, but it's just like both the guys are going to report to the AHL anyway, so it's not big. It's between San Jose and Tampa. Clayson for a rookie goaltender who hasn't played with Tampa all year long. The Soderberg trade, we talked about that. Bennett goes to Florida. Gustafsson goes to Le Canadien de Montreal. And
from Flyers, you want to bring in Dan Rosen and talk about what's happened. The deadline has passed. What are your impressions of what happened today?
Did you actually play baseball though?
Well, Tony, I think my impressions are that it was a buyer's market all the way through, and I think we've seen that. You know, you see the tail.
I think we're gonna go to 3:30. I don't think we'll go to 4, but we'll go to 3:30 and see if there are any other moves.
But we've seen, you know, these are the types of trades. It's not necessarily the tail.
Still kind of waiting for any more trades to filter in, but there may not be any.
Some of the smaller deals, Matthias Janmark trade. Some of these deals that we may in 2 weeks say, oh yeah, remember that? And then in 2 months we're like, oh boy, remember that? How big that was for that team? Because those are the types of trades for contending teams, especially teams like Vegas, Toronto, where they find need. They don't just go out and get the best guy available. They find and fill holes, fill needs, and do things along those lines. Florida, I believe, has done that as well.
By the way, I want the Soderberg's first hat trick. Well, he's back now. Wonder what number he'll wear, though, because McDonald has the 34. So they really fixed another problem they had, because remember they wanted more defensive depth? So they've got good defensive depth. They've got a backup goaltender. They are good. Colorado's now going to try to go and win a cup. Ben Hutton? Is he still in the league?
Not necessarily small trades, but filling need type trades.
What is so important, guys?
A Hart Trophy winner.
What?
If you got a text or an email, we'll keep you focused on this interview.
Hold on.
Trophy winner gets traded. It does not, on the other side, bring a first rounder.
What is it?
Shockwaves. The reaction to the Taylor Hall deal to Boston.
No.
We're talking about it in a couple weeks from now. I get the sense that in Boston they're going to be really excited, but maybe in Buffalo they're going to be like, wait, what?
Well, here's the thing with Taylor Hall. You're acquiring a guy that's too old. You know? I mean, you think about that. Why is that guy worth the first round pick? If you're acquiring a guy who's got 2 goals, 17 assists, is that really first round pick worthy? I just don't see how that's possibly.
I'm not. It wasn't funny. That's why I was making that face.
The market just wasn't there for Taylor Hall, you know? So that's what you get. You get what you can get at the trade deadline for players like that. You can't, unless you have a bidding war, you're not going to get somebody to overpay. And right now, if you look at it, people say,
Hold on.
I'm on different trade, different value, different skill set, different need. Whereas Boston was like, hey, this market's not that great for Taylor Hall. We're going to give you that second round pick and this player, Andrew Bjork, and we're going to say, give him to us because I don't think you're going to find a better deal. And we'll wait until the deadline day. Go ahead and try, but you're probably not going to find anything better out there. And that's pretty much what Buffalo ran into, I think. So it becomes a need issue. It becomes a want issue. And Taylor Hall, I think, is going to be a real ambassador of the Boston Bruins. I think it's a great fit for the Boston Bruins. Get Taylor Hall, perfectly slot him there on the second line. He's a terrific playmaker. Play him behind Brad Marchand, so he doesn't have that type of frontline scoring pressure. But the market just wasn't there for Taylor Hall to land.
We just had up on the screen the machinations of the Nick Foligno deal. More complicated than the SAT. Thankfully, Lawson talked us through it. His fit, though, the character on the ice, off the ice, everybody worries about Nick Foligno.
Done. Going back. Done. Go back front of the screen.
Past few years, right? They've been
Okay, can this be the last one? And go back to the
that snarl, that guy that'll go to the front of the net
pay the price, who rally the guys in the locker room, who will step up in front of the media and be a spokesperson for that team. They have the skill. They have terrific skill. They have great players. They have quality defense now, too. Their defense is way better than it was a year ago. They're allowing 3 goals or less.
All right, I'm back hearing my stupid people just tell dumb jokes.
He'll speak up in the room. He's got a presence. He's got respect around the league. And he is going to fill that hole. He can play on the first line, second line, third.
Peter, I asked Josh, your essay is due tomorrow night. I'm not writing the essay. Still waiting for more trades, see if there's anything. And we'll be streaming for about 18 more minutes. And wait for any more deals. You have to? Why?
Feel like this is their year. Anything you thought would happen that didn't happen on deadline day?
Yeah, I'm wondering about the Detroit Red Wings. Some guys there. I thought Jonathan Bernier would get moved. Some teams be looking for goaltending depth and whatever. And you still could see some things trickling in here after the deadline has passed. In fact, just recently saw that Eric Branson got traded or is getting traded to Nashville. I don't know if that's official yet or not. You remember the Senators picked up Victor Mete, open more fits what they're looking at in terms of the youth on that team, and so they can move to Branson, who's a U.S.
Because you lost? Oh, okay.
Be more active. They acquired a lot of guys in the offseason that I thought would be perfect trade assets for them, and we just haven't seen them be moved.
Dan Rosen, don't ever trade that little.
Eric Branson is going to the Predators. First deal past 3 o'clock. That is finally filtered in. Branson to Nashville. So Ottawa trades another big body defenseman, and so Eric Branson to the Ottawa Senators. To the Nashville Predators.
NHL Tonight 2021 Trade Deadline Day is presented by Upper Deck. UpperDeckEPack.com lets you buy, open, and collect your favorite hockey cards from anywhere at any time. Get a free pack every day just for logging on. Visit UpperDeckEPack.com today. GoToBank, the ultimate banking app. Easy to use and no monthly fees with direct deposit. You can even get paid up to 2 days early. It's mobile banking at its best. Open an account at GoToBank.com.
The new handcrafted quesadilla at Chipotle is a whole new way to adobo chicken, a whole new way to guac, and a whole new way to order. Because it's only in the app or online. The new quesadilla, it's a whole new way to Chipotle.
Millions of people
I have to continuously leave and come back so I can have my sanity. Oh, yeah, that's true. You're right. My wrist hurts. You know why, Nathan? Because it just hurts, but there's a dirty joke that Trent has been saying.
Insurance covers your vehicle fast.
Why? Because
doesn't cover expensive breakdowns. If your manufacturer's warranty
because why?
is about to run out, you'll be on the hook for repairs. A broken AC unit costs over $1,800.
Yeah, but that's not. Oh, all right.
$3,000 and an engine
It's not
over
cool.
$4,000. As a mechanic, I always recommend my customers have an auto.
Trent, I don't. What's wrong with Trent, guys?
Pack in Americans' pockets for nearly 2 decades, and their plans are crafted by real auto experts like me. If you break down, just choose the local repair shop you trust.
Trent, why are you a noob that likes Minecraft and Fortnite? That was quietly funny, but yeah. Quietly funny. Quietly funny. Quietly funny. We're gonna call it quietly funny while I'm on YouTube. Yeah. But I will say, you know what? I will say this. Let me just say this. As much as stuff sometimes gets off the Hayden Fleury, I don't think he'd leave. But as much as this stuff gets off the rails, I do enjoy discussing like just whatever it is with you guys. I enjoy having conversations on stream. I think it's really good.
types requiring good for additional surgery. Call right now. Call 1-800-859-7316.
Okay, we're still waiting here in commercial. We have about 14 minutes left. And those of you who don't really like talking on and don't even like talking about like other stupid stuff, that just straight up talk about hockey, you know, as fan Josh, Alexis, I enjoy that a lot too. Stop.
It's never been easier to find your perfect pair. More frames, more widths, better fits. Try 5 pairs for free at warbyparker.com.
Also, remember, I'll be streaming Detroit, Carolina later today. Wait, Nathan, are you going to watch the Red Wings game? I'm not gonna go live on that game until 8 o'clock because this stupid class. It's computer concepts. Listen to me. It's not fun anymore. It was fun. Now it's not fun. It's my worst grade I have in that class. Is
upper level stuff that we've been getting from David Pagnotta all day.
Yes, that is true. What?
You have more. The deadline has come and gone.
No, I didn't know what you said though.
Please share.
I will write the essay.
Still a few more that are kind of trickling through. The ones that we know right now, the Toronto Maple Leafs have acquired Ben Hutton from the Anaheim Ducks for a 5th-round pick in next year's
Maple Leafs.
And the Nashville Predators.
Maple Leafs get Ben Hutton from the Ducks. That has happened. That has gone official now.
And the one thing that we're waiting on right now, it sounds like it's a pretty significant deal between Carolina and Anaheim. We're just waiting on the full details of this one, but it looks like this is another trade that's trickling through. Hayden Fleury, believed to be part of it. He was kept from the lineup a couple nights ago for precautionary.
Ben Hutton to Toronto for a 5th-round selection, guys. It's Goodbranson to Nashville for a 7th, and Hutton to Anaheim for to Toronto for a 5th.
Looking at Josh Manson, I tell you about 15 minutes ago, Manson was eating his pregame meal. So we'll see if he's been told anything in the last little bit.
Fascinating. We'll check back in with you. Great stuff all day long.
Thanks, Tony.
Now we bring in Stu Grimson. Grimmer, Taylor Hall was the big item that everybody was talking about coming into the trade deadline. How do you see him fitting in now that he is a Boston Bruin?
Well, great question, Tony. And I think the potential is certainly there for a bit. A lot of that really depends on Taylor Hall. I think the context is easily one that is right for Taylor Hall to step in and have a significant impact. This is one of the flashier, one of the more high-end pieces that we have seen kind of change teams as the trade deadline has now come to an abrupt close. But again, much remains, much rests on the shoulders of one Taylor Hall. I'd like to say he has the potential to jump into a top 6 role and really create a lot of spark for these Boston Bruins.
Fleury to Anaheim, Pierre LeBrun said. Okay, we'll see there. It hasn't gone official here, but that could be something.
I will tell you this. I appreciate Boston, and I think Don Sweeney got good value for this. Many people thought that, prying Taylor Hall from a club like Boston from Buffalo was going to take a 1st-round pick. Got good value there. Don Sweeney did. And this is a club that we have seen for really the majority of the pandemic-shortened season. They have struggled to score 5-on-5. I think, this is a great remedy, potential for a great remedy to address that.
Hayden Fleury, I'm going to go see if it's official. I'm going to go on Twitter.
Columbus captain Nick Foligno, who is praised far and wide all around the NHL, going to the Maple Leafs. What does he bring to Toronto?
Want to hear me take a piss?
No, I do not. You're weird.
Talking about Foligno and the potential, the impact that he could potentially have. What I like about this, and there are others like it, and we'll discuss, I think, at more length, but Foligno is a guy, Tony, that can play in a variety of forward positions. He is very adaptable. And when I say a variety of forward positions, he can play anywhere from, 3rd line up to top line if the minutes require. And Foligno is a guy that
I really like this, and the reason I've kind of broken down some of these specific scoring plays for you is you see the drive and the ability to kind of score from the wing, and that's the opposite wing. Get another look at it here. Watches it in a regroup. It's going deep over to the weak side. He spots that there's a seam there. He's off. He's running. It's a potential breakaway. But notice, this is his off-wing side. Left-handed shooter playing the right side. He's got that high leg kick and generates a lot of velocity and great precision, great accuracy from the outside. I like this as a great example of another aspect of the Foligno game. So drives the net.
We're still waiting for some more deals.
But notice how Atkinson is well outmanned at the net. This is part of the Foligno game. Go to the hard areas, clean up the loose trash, and pound it into the back of the net. Great play by Foligno. And the intangibles are really rather straightforward. A guy that's been around the league for a bit longer.
It's Hakanpää and a 6th-round pick to Carolina for Hayden Fleury. That's what it is. Fleury to the Ducks. Hakanpää and a 6th-round pick. That's what we're hearing. I like Hayden Fleury.
Father Mike Foligno spent most of his career in Buffalo town, but did spend the last 3 or so years of his career in Toronto. So Dad knows that market. Dad might have something to inform young Nick about his transition to a Leafs uniform and playing in one of the most rabid markets in the NHL.
Great insights there. The Panthers.
What?
Big need at D. The addition
I don't know.
of Montour, who can be intimidating. Like I'm trying not to be intimidated by the diplomas on your wall. Please continue and talk about Montour, who can play well on the back end.
Yeah, and you like to say Brandon Montour is a depth bat. I honestly think this is a guy that may have ultimately greater impact just depending on how things play out for the
Anaheim wins it. I like Hakanpää. He's a good player. He's been all over the ice. Vancouver just dealt Jordy Ben. Sure.
He has great offensive instincts. Recognized from the other side. Recognizes his key partner Miller. Starting to play at the net. Montour from the outside steps up into the middle. Great little play. A little suck and bang, a little toe drag through the middle. Snaps it into the back of the net. Florida requires a D guy that can kind of play that power play side. You can see right here. Montour is the guy that's very comfortable.
We're hearing Raffle to Washington, possibly. That is some rumors that we've been hearing just on the past minute. Yep, it's official.
Out of traffic, gives himself a little separation from the nearest defender so he can get that one-time shot off, and he actually has to muscle it through the partial block. Fabulous play, but again, Montour, a guy that is very capable of playing solid.
Raffle to Washington. We don't know what for yet.
Perhaps, Coach Q and the organization wanted to push him up into the top 4, perhaps knocking him through that, back down to a third pairing, but very depending on just how things evolve over time. Montour, great fit, like the ad for Florida.
Staying in the state of Florida, the Lightning strengthened their blue line with David Savard. So much so that Julien Brisebois said, quote, "The reality is I didn't expect us to be able to pull this off. Truth be told." Clearly, he's overjoyed by this addition. What do you think of it?
Yeah, I tend to agree with that. And again, this is a guy that has the ability to move the needle 5-on-5. He's bigger. He's a veteran presence. He's a little one that plays that heavy brand of hockey, and he's even got a little offensive upside to his game. In a play like this, recognizes Savard does that the delayed penalty call is on the ice, and notice the opponent. That's
Madison Bowie to Vancouver. Jordy Ben to the Jets, Madison Bowie to Vancouver. We may stay a little bit after 3:30 now that the trades are starting to come in.
Notices that Texier does a fabulous job of beating a pair of Tampa defenders. Gets available.
So that's goalie, that's defenseman depth for Vancouver, and it also is better defensive size for the Canucks. No, I agree. I mean, we don't know what they're getting yet, but that's a really good trade for Winnipeg. But I like Bowie in Vancouver. That'll work well. What? What's up? The NFL draft is later this month. April 28th. Yes, I believe. What? Oh, stop. Can we just talk about sports?
Wins a battle for a loose puck, gets there first, and even while under a little pressure, makes that soft outlet play around the exterior, around the perimeter. This group, Tampa.
I'm looking.
They're the opponent in more occasions than not.
Anyway, oh wait, I don't know if you saw the Discord, but one of your Flyers got traded, Michael Raffle. He's good. He's third liner. No, we don't know what for though. Yeah.
Against the Tampa Bay Lightning, it's been due in a large part the 5-on-5 play from number 58, Savard on the Columbus side.
Yeah, now Bowie isn't from Winnipeg, Avs fan. That's from Chicago, so that's a different trade. So I don't think Vancouver's getting Vancouver probably is just going to get like a 4th-round pick for Ben and the realization that Winnipeg will pay the rest of his contract, which does help Vancouver mightily. But the Bowie trade helps, yeah.
But a guy I think adds a little heavy, a little dependability 5-on-5 as we transition from the regular season to a little bit more aggressive a brand of postseason hockey. A guy that I think can really assist these Bolts and David Savard.
Great stuff, Bremer. Thanks so much. We're going to get to Weeksy and Watsky in 1 second. But first, quickly, David Pagnotta, you have something.
Yeah, we talked about Carolina making a deal a little bit earlier. Well, they have with the Anaheim Ducks. And it's Hayden Fleury going to Anaheim, Yanni Hakanpää, and a 6th-round pick going back to Carolina. As some of these deals start trickling in, that's one of them. Michael Raffle as well from Philadelphia going to the Washington Capitals for a 5th-round pick.
David, continued excellence. Thanks so much. I turn to you, Weeksy. Your phone's been buzzing like crazy. What's going on?
Breaking, hearing Detroit Red Wings are likely moving Anthony Mantha to the Caps for Richard Panik, Vrana, and more pieces.
Wow.
Oh my God, we just got a big deal between the Red Wings. The Red Wings are going to get Jacob Vrana, another cap. I just missed it. And they will be giving Anthony Mantha to the Capitals. Huge deal. Huge deal. We're hearing reportedly Anthony Mantha, it's not official, but Anthony Mantha reportedly goes to the Caps, and the Caps are going to bring up Jacob Vrana and more pieces to the Red Wings. If that is, when that goes official, that's huge. Detroit absolutely wins that. If we get Vrana, are you kidding me? Are you joking? If that gets official, that is a big deal. Let's see if that is official yet. We heard potentially. Let me see.
They make a move and they get back a guy that I had circled on my board as one of the biggest under the radar.
Panik, Vrana, and picks to Detroit for Mantha. Panik, Vrana, and picks for Mantha. Trade between the Caps and the Red Wings. Huge trade. And we were talking, Trent, remember we were talking about him, he wanted to get rid of Mantha?
So really smart deal there, certainly for the Hurricanes and also for the Ducks. And we see that's just huge news.
It's huge news. And just to revisit this now, I'm hearing the deal also includes a first.
That's a big, big trade. That's a huge trade. I'm actually kind of happy. I love Mantha, but Panik's okay. You could trade him. We'll see what picks do. Vrana, I was surprised they would trade Vrana. I think that's a bad move by the Caps. Vrana is good defensively. He's super fast. He's got a nice shot. Stanley Cup champion. You got that going for you. And he was a big player in that Stanley Cup year. So we'll see. Now we're starting to really go ahead, and we're definitely not going to stop at 3:30 if these trades are filtering in. Probably, because I don't think that there will be any trades after 4. Vrana is a superstar. Yeah, I don't know a superstar. He will be one at one point, but that's a good trade for. In fact, they're getting Panic. I'm not a big Panic fan, but you could get some. You could trade Panic after the season's over, maybe at the draft, and get some assets.
Justin Schultz brought in this offseason, and I'm curious to see if there'll be more moves. But this is
A first and a second and yeah, Panic, Vrana, and picks is what we're hearing. We don't know how many picks, but Oshie is not in the deal. Oshie is not in the deal. Alexis, there's no way Oshie would be in the deal. If Oshie's in the deal, the Capitals are stupid.
This is the biggest one. This is the whale of the trade deadline so far.
So he's talking about them wanting to win another championship, and it resonates. Now, last time they did, Bravo was a piece. He was a contributor. He hadn't found.
No, it's like an age-old issue, Tony. You got a new coach. Sometimes guys that were in or out, and vice versa. It just hasn't been a great fit with Peter Laviolette. It happens. Don't know anymore as to the reasoning why, because Brown has been a very effective player. He basically pushed Burakovsky out of Washington. Yeah. He basically took a job that probably looked like that would have went to Burakovsky. Yes. Instead, they come back with Mo Mantha.
I'm looking at some of the stuff here in the Mantha trade. Stop with that.
The physicality is not just Tom Wilson. This Mantha plays a physical game. How would you describe his game?
So Mantha goes to the Caps. We're probably not going to see on a live stream. It's doubtful we'll see Mantha again because Mantha goes to the Caps. The Caps don't play the Devils. So we probably won't see him until the playoffs. But Anthony Mantha is one of the top goal scorers on a bad Detroit team. Now he gets to one of the best teams in the National Hockey League. But Vrana to Detroit is awesome. First and second round picks will also be in the deal. You're correct there, Alexis.
Very, very capable of doing that. This is a really aggressive move by the Washington Capitals.
Yeah, and a natural finisher. And on both sides of this deal, if you're watching it based on where they are in their Stanley Cup aspirations, having won a cup a few years back, and still very much in their window, this is a huge piece. You want to talk about being a player in the room or being a coach? I played for Peter Laviolette, and I got to tell you, he's been to 3 Stanley Cup finals, been for 3 different clubs, and Coach Laviolette loves his offensive players. Not to say he doesn't like his players that play with jab, but he's got
Mantha to the Red Wings for a first, a second. Vrana. Alexis, are you sure? There is no way TJ Oshie is in that deal. There is no way Oshie's in that deal. It's what? Yeah, Panic and Vrana. Yeah, I know. It's Panic, Vrana, first and a second. We're trying to figure out if Oshie is in the deal, but I'm almost positive he's not. It wouldn't really make sense for Oshie to be in this deal. If it is, there's no way that the Caps to give that much for Mantha is insane.
Excellent move by Ryan McCullough, the Washington Capitals. How can that be? Win-win deals do still exist in the National Hockey League, especially when you have teams that are out of cycle as opposed to the team that are trading.
I mean, Mantha's a good scorer and he's young. He'll probably resign with the Caps, but I don't know. This is a steep price. Steve Yzerman made a great move there. Whoa. Voracek, what? Wow, from Philly? I was going to say, they could have made that move. That's not that far-fetched of a joke. That could have happened. They could have made a huge package for him.
We talked about maybe the possibility when teams hunting an actual hockey deal. It felt more like it might be teams that weren't necessarily in the playoff hunt, though. It might be a couple of teams that were just looking to mix things up. Maybe a Cal.
Yeah, that happened already.
Well, Goodrow could go. Maybe go to Philly. Not that those teams are definitively not in the playoffs. But it's not
first and second round picks, Mantha, Panic, Vrana. I don't think Oshie's in it. Yes, we had a huge trade. Anthony Mantha to Washington Anthony Mantha to Washington for Vrana, Panic, a first and a second. Gigantic trade. Again, Capitals get Anthony Mantha. They give up a first-round pick, a second-round pick. I don't know if you saw. Oh, you heard that one. Okay. Nothing, no. Nothing since then. Nothing since then.
The standard in Detroit is perennial excellence. This is not about creating, to borrow from Motown, a one-hit wonder. When you go to the Cup final you go to the playoffs 25 straight years, and you win Cups in 97, 98, 02, 08. That's what their fans are about. That's what the Illiches are about. That's what Yzerman is building. This approach, and it's slow and it's deliberate, and it's painful at times, but they're on the right track.
Yeah, it is painful. I've been through it for the franchise, and it is painful. Make no mistake about it. Especially for a guy like Steve Yzerman, but he committed to this job for 5 years, and I believe that by the time he gets anywhere near to the end of that term, they'll be rocking and rolling. Don't forget, Detroit Red Wings have not really had a chance to benefit monetarily in a huge way off of their new building yet. They will one day, maybe sooner than some people thought.
And they came into the day with 11 picks.
Red Wings, interesting. I don't know if Nathan's here. Red Wings are going to have 13 picks in this draft coming up, including 2 first-rounders and 4 second-round picks in this coming draft. Detroit is doing the right thing. They're going to be really good in a few years. Yeah, Mark. Yeah, that's another trade we heard of. We might not be getting any more trades.
That's nice. That's an asset. That's a lot of draft capital for them.
13. And nothing from Detroit except for Mantha. That's a ridiculous trade. Yeah, that's just to try to win the Cup now. I'm astounded that Vrana goes. I love Jacob Vrana. So, again, Vrana, Panic. I'm not a big Panic guy, but we'll see what happens. Vrana, Panic, a second and a first for Mantha. And pretty much everybody is agreeing with me that this is a big win-win. We were waiting for the trade that Yzerman would unleash that would fleece the other team, and he found a way to do it. Yeah, I know Panic's good. He's in Washington. He was in Arizona for a good amount of time, but I'm not a big fan of him. But I think Panic is good to get because he can be used the rest of this year. And in the offseason, I think you could get some assets for him. You could make a good trade in like the draft.
And some quality added in there, but not necessarily those high-end guys. So great move. I love the outside the box thinking by Detroit. I love the outside the box thinking by Washington.
Yeah, I'm on Twitter right now looking at on NHL trades. Yeah, they're joking. It's one of those spoof things. But if you ever want to look at like deadlines, the best place to go is Twitter. Twitter has a lot of good stuff for like a lot of people, fans, but also a lot of experts. We're gonna go till 4. We got 20 minutes left. I don't know if there'll be any more trades. We'll have to see. Also, they're going to stop the trade deadline show at 4, and they're going to go to a new NHL Network thing, so that's actually the perfect time to stop. Yeah. But I don't really use Twitter, so. I'm thinking of not even using my account anymore in like a year because I don't really use Twitter. It's kind of useless. The only reason I even use Twitter now is just to look at like stuff like this, just a deadline, and I don't even need an account for that anyway.
Welcome to the Cheese Show. And when Cheese puts on a performance like this, you might get to the question and think, it's over. But no. Let's hear it for the Encore Cheese. This is Papa John's.
Also, somebody on Twitter just made nice. Thank you, Abs fan. Somebody on Twitter just made a good point that all the top 4 teams in the East Division have made big trades. So the Caps make the stupid trade for Mantha. the Islanders, the Sajak, Palmieri. They also made a trade for a defenseman, I believe, as well. Yeah, Coburn. Then the Penguins, the Jeff Carter trade. And then the Bruins, the trade for Taylor Hall.
Now you can get the Oyster Fire Chef's Knife for the low price of $29.95. And when you order now, you'll get the Oyster Fire Paring Knife absolutely.
Mod? Yeah, sure. I'll mod you.
We'll give you free shipping on the entire order. And all Oyster Fire knives come with our 50-year guarantee. But you must order now.
Call 1-800-953-2947. 1-800-953-2947.
You know, it's not even actually allowing me to find your account right now. It's just like it's hidden or whatever. So on the Detroit stream, I'll mod you. I was Fanatics calling you an absolute idiot. No. Oh, he doesn't want you to be modded again. It's fine. He's just annoying. He's not bad.
The top saves, the top goals, all the top plays on Top Shelf. The game is always more exciting when you go Top Shelf. Saturday night, 6 Eastern, only on NHL Network.
I'm looking to see what the Canucks got for Jordy Ben. Mute.
Part of a three-team trade. Their general manager, Jarmo Kekalainen, sharing his thoughts on the trade deadline.
We'll make all those decisions in due time. We have about a month left to play here. Playoffs hopes are pretty small right now, and that's a huge disappointment, obviously, for us. We've been in the playoffs 4 years in a row, but I think we have a bright future ahead of ourselves. We still have some of the key core pieces in place here, and we keep building, and now we have some great assets to do the reload that I've been talking about.
Where do you stand with Patrick? Is that another discussion down the road when the season is over in terms of trying to sign him?
Well, we have this right here, so.
Very good. Thank you.
Next over to Tom Committee. Go ahead, Tom.
Hey, I mean, you kind of just addressed this, but just looking ahead, are you optimistic this is kind of just the one-year flip for you guys with the pieces that you've got here? Just that deadline is going to help you kind of jump back into this quickly and also for the future.
Yeah, I view this year as a disappointment, long year of some kind, and it's been a very challenging year altogether for all the individuals involved in our team, and we expect a big rebound next year.
We're still waiting for some more trades, but we might be done with trades. Also, like to see if we can find any trades that not trades, but like more info and trades that have happened. What was had?
Absolutely. And we had a team that we felt that we had a chance to win the cup. We loaded for it. A lot of people were shocked by it. Now we gained those assets or those type of assets back and more. And, we'll be in the same mode again next year. We have a team, and when we have a team to compete for the Stanley Cup, we'll be going for it again.
Thank you.
Next one, Jeff Svoboda. Go ahead, Jeff.
Thanks. Some of the questions I have are
All right, I'm looking at some Flyers. Yeah, that's definitely the biggest trade. But I'm looking at some Flyers trades. Apparently Lawton, but there were some other moves that they made. Not Lawton, excuse me. Rafa. Lawton stays.
Maybe not fixed, but put back on the right path here quickly, or how do you just feel about that kind of situation? Hearing guys kind of say things like that as the year's gone on.
Well, I haven't heard anybody else talk about it except John Tortorella, and he's been excellent with our culture for the whole time that he's been here. He's done a great job at it. That'll never be compromised in here. It's a big part of who we are and who we want to be, and those things will never be compromised. And we have great leadership still here in place. I know we lost Nikki, who's who's our captain and our leader, but we have some very capable leaders still left in our locker room who know what that culture is all about, and they'll be guarding it.
Yeah, and we've talked a lot over the years about Ford, and you kind of mentioned it a little bit here, but do you still feel good about this?
I will say though, now I'm thinking about it, you know why I think the Capitals were okay to make that Red Wing trade is because Panik has an important role to fill, but they replaced Panik with Raffl. So I understand the Panik thing. And I would not have been happy if it was a second rounder and Panik, I would have been steaming. But the Vrana trade, the Vrana thing, that makes it over the top a great pickup. And it also evens out the line. So now you don't just have like one star. It's a good trade for Detroit.
Hi, Yarmo. Thanks for your time today. You mentioned there is still a rest of the season to play. This morning, Torts actually said that he's going to be working a lot with you about who plays and what that's going to look like. So what are you wanting to see from these guys the rest of the season besides wins, clearly?
Well, winning culture, and we just talked about that.
All right.
Compromise here, and it doesn't always translate to wins.
They're basically just interviewing Jarmo Kekalainen right now, and that probably means that there's no trades to look at. So, you know what? I'm going to call the stream quits. I will see you guys later tonight. The game starts at 7, but I won't be able to go live until 8. 8 o'clock Eastern for Detroit Red Wings and Carolina Hurricanes, the 1,000th game in the career of Jordan Staal. I'll see you guys for Canes Red Wings later. Good night, everybody. Bye, everybody. Happy hockey. Everybody, happy trade deadline.